Hello YouTube, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Pokemon FireRed version. In the last episode, we decimated the trainers of Route 4. And in between episodes, I actually caught 2 new Pokemon. One happens to be my new team member. One of the other one is actually in my PC, so I'm going to quickly show you guys. It's Jigglypuff. This thing was actually really hard to find. I checked online, apparently there's a 10% chance of finding this thing. That's a lie, because there's a 1% chance of finding this thing. But I found like 3 or 4 of these before I found a Jigglypuff. Anyways, my new team member is actually going to be Nidoran, Careful Nature, so that means Special Type goes down, Special Defense goes up, which is actually pretty good, but that means I'm not going to actually be using Special Types when this thing uses fully evolves into a Nidoking, so that's kind of saddening. But, oh well. Let's see, what else? It's actually, I'm gonna replace Speck, or Spearow, because I'm gonna use Spearow for another purpose later. And I guess it's actually a really good replacement because it actually knows Peck. In this episode, we're going to head into the Dark Abyss, which actually looks like we're not gonna fit because we're actually bigger than the hole. That was right. The Abyss is actually Mount Moon. So, Mount Moon has some sort of relation to the moon. I'm not gonna go to the left because the left is actually the right way to go. Instead, I'm gonna fight this guy after I speed through that. Aha! I bet some people have never known the game would do that. Suspicious men in their cave. What about you? Do I look like a man? What's wrong with you? Seriously, the AI, the trainers in this game, they're blind and stupid. Anyways, he has a level 11 Weedle. My Nidoran's level 12. So I named Ned because Nidoran Ned. I don't know. I'm really bad with nicknames. I mean, if you guys got any better suggestions, please let me know in the comments. I'll be glad to give it a try. They're probably better than anything I got. You guys have like time to probably think about it. You have an entire video to look at, whereas I'm doing this while I'm playing the game and talking to you guys about life and stuff. So the second Pokemon is a level 11 Kakuna. Now, his Kakuna and Weedle are both level 11. Level 10, it evolves into Beedrill. What is wrong with you, man? Come on! You do realize you could have been beasting me, or at least trying to beast me with a Beedrill, or at least, or 2. But no, you decided to give me free experience points. And that was Double Kick you just saw, which is a good fighting move, so Nidoran is actually really useful. And level up to level 13. You got me! Yeah, I got you, alright. So, since it leveled up, I'm gonna switch party members. I'm gonna put Butterfree up in front. Shit. I should have probably bought Repel, because I'm probably gonna encounter wild Pokemon like crazy. Paralyze heal up there. Wild Zubat here. Wild Zubat there. You know what? Let me get this item first, which happens to be a TM09 Bullet Seed. That wouldn't have been there in the original game, but Bullet Seed is a useful grass type move. It's like Fury Attack, slightly less power, 10 instead of Fury Attack's 18 or 14, I can't remember which. But Bullet Seed is a multi-hitting attack that's grass. I guess if you had Bulbasaur would actually know Vine Whip at this stage. Vine Whip, 35 power, it's decent. I mean, Bullet Seed can surpass it only for 2 out of 5 times. Because Bullet Seed hits 2 to 5 times. No, I don't want to go to the PC, I want to go to the Mart. Because I'm actually going to stock up on Repel so you guys don't have to see me constantly run from wild battles. And I'm also too lazy to cut them out. So, I can only buy 15. Actually, yeah, I'm going to buy 10. and spend the rest on Pokeballs, because I'm gonna catch a lot of things in that cave. And now I only have $8 left. You know, things are really expensive in this world. I mean, they make Pokeballs $200. They make, like, potions, I think, maybe 100? I don't know, I never buy potions, actually. The amount of items that this game gives you is, I think, sufficient for getting through, unless, you know, you're not that big of an expert at Pokemon like me. So I'm gonna use a repel, 100 steps, no Pokemon. And the game will tell me when it runs out. So, let's finally actually go inside the cave and fight this class. What? I'm waiting for my friends to find me here. You're waiting for your friends to find you at the entrance, because they'll never figure it out. Oh, you're pretty smart, Iris. Wait a minute. Aren't you from Black and White? What the hell are you doing in Mount Moon? Oi. Random NPC trainers' names are so, I don't know. So that was Encore you just saw. Encore is a move that makes you use the same move that you just last used for, I think, a long time actually. Not like 2 to 5 like most attacks. It's actually longer. This they changed in Black and White too, as well. Which actually, depending on the person that you ask, is both a good and bad thing, because a lot of people like to use Encore, but I mean, if you're on the receiving end of Encore, having it, basically what they did, instead of having it vary with the turns, in Black and White 2, it would be set to 3 turns, no matter what. So, I lost? Yeah, you lost. You see all your Pokemon fainted? That means you lost. So your Encore got stuck to 3 turns. It would always be 3 turns regardless of what happened. I'm not into competitive battling, so my opinion is kind of worthless, or not as valuable as a person who does, but anyways, you'll notice there's a Team Rocket grunt here ready to fight. We, Team Rocket, are Pokemon gangsters. We strike fear with our strength. Why did I give him such a deep voice? I mean, he's about as skinny or as bad as me. He sends out a Sandshrew level 11. Oh, by the way, the level cap in this area is actually the same as the one with Route 4. It happens to be 14. There was a bit of a violation with that bug catcher, but the rest of the area sticks true to the rule. You're gonna notice. Because I believe all of these guys' Pokemon are level 11. And that would make sense because he has 3 Pokemon. If we subtract 2 from the initial change from 1 to 2, and then another one for 3 Pokemon, it would be 11 if the level cap was 14. So as you can see, in some ways you can guess the levels of the rest of his team. They're not just going to be randomly picked levels like they do also in Generation 5. Man, I'm shitting on it a lot, even though I kind of like Gen 5. Now you're trying to learn Stun Sport. That's actually pretty darn useful for catching Pokemon. Try to harden. I'm gonna get rid of these eventually, so I'll still start with String Shot. So poof, you forget String Shot for Stun Spore! So the next move it learns is much, much better. And now he's gonna send out his Zubat, which Squirtle is going to take care of. With Water Gun. Probably not gonna kill it in one shot. As strong as Squirtle is, it's not strong enough to take down a Zubat in one hit. You astonished me by surviving Water Gun. And I defeated him. I blew it! Blew what exactly? Darn it all, my associates won't stand for this. Oh, you're trying to stop me, right? Heh, you failed. You lost to a little kid. I found a star piece. Items like the star piece, there's a lot of items like the star piece in this game, are useful because you can sell them and get loads of money for it. As you can see, my repel just expired, so I'm just sparing another one. But yeah, if you find items like the star piece, like, let me show you. It's gonna say, ignore the first part, look at the bottom line. It can be sold at a high price. Items like that are the ones you want to look out for so you can sell them and make loads of money. Let's see. Another bug catcher, but I'm gonna go for that. I'm gonna go for that item first, or I was gonna try to. What? Don't sneak up on me! You're the one who snuck up on me! I was just trying to get an item, super nerd Joven. It was a Magnemite. Oh shit! I have a Squirtle. This doesn't look good. Magnemite is an electric steel type, and electric happens to be super effective against water, but this thing clearly doesn't know that because it uses the metal sound, which lowers my special defense by a lot. Ooh, that was a lot of experience points. So now Squirtle's level 14. Now he's gonna send out his Voltorb, which actually happens to be the same level. Also a level violation because they're both level 11 and the cap is 14. But it's close enough to 12, I guess. So let's not tackle double kick. Wait a minute. He has static though. Hopefully it doesn't. It could also have sound. Here's his Voltorb. Static would paralyze you if you inflict physical contact. Pikachu has the same ability. It's pretty annoying, especially when you're in the middle of an area like this. I have my poison point activated, an ability that poisons you when you make contact, 30% chance. But it was kind of useless because it kind of happened as I killed it. My Pokemon won't do! They actually could have! You could have killed my Squirtle, man! But you didn't take advantage of the fact that it was an electric type against a water type. Found another potion, so that's useless. I'm gonna have like 5 or 6 potions left at the end of this LP. Just watch. Because that's how little I use potions. I don't use them. I don't need to. You need to go through this cave to get to Cerulean City. As if I didn't know that already. Bugcatcher Robbie. With your Caterpie level 10. Face Ned the Pecker. Oh my god, that was horrible. What are you gonna do? It's Pokemon. Weird stuff. You say weird stuff all the time when you're playing games like these. But just what exactly is a Nidoran? I've never figured it out. Both genders. I mean, I know that. I mean, there's some sort of what thing has a horn and like I don't know. I'll look it up later, I guess. After I finish this episode, and take on this Fire Free versus Metapod. Not only do I have a four level difference, but I'm evolved. Could be evolved too, you know, Metapod if your trainer wasn't so stupid. And confuse it, didn't do much, but it's not, it can't attack me anyway, so there's nothing to worry about there. Metapod dies, so second confusion. I gain a couple experience points, and he sends out yet another Caterpie at the same level, which also should be a Butterfree, but he decided to not evolve it and troll me. Ooh, critical hit. Saves me some time, having to use repeated fusions until it died. I lost. Heh, he was so traumatized. That's all he could say. I lost. I found a rare candy. That's a pretty useful item, but I might not use it. Or, I might not use it immediately. And I found an escape route. So, rare candy raises a Pokemon's level by 1. Yeah, it does. Escape rope allows you to escape caves, such as this one, or other dungeons. What else? I'm trying to remember what this guy. No, this guy's not a trainer. I'm not scared for fossils. Okay, so he's not. Oh, I actually thought he was a trainer. I'm an idiot. Okay, so let's continue with our trek through this cave. No. Wow, it's way bigger in here than I thought. It sounds like a blonde. It's not that big. It doesn't seem that big to me last hearing. Well, we encounter a new Pokemon, Oddish, level 11. Grass poison type, and oh, I didn't even go into this. One of the differences between Fire and Leaf Green is that there's certain Pokemon that you can find in each game. One of them happens to be Oddish. I can't remember which game you find it in, but I know it's only found in one of them. The Pokemon that you would find in the other game would be Bellsprout, a grass poison type, another also a grass poison type, who actually shares the same evolution chain, as in, like, it evolves the same way as Oddish. Level 21 would be its first evolution to it would be its first evolution, and its second evolution would require a Leaf Stone. I'm gonna have to catch these, fill up my Pokedex. What?! What a troll game. Couldn't level up, Ned. Oh, I lost it! Everyone keeps saying I lost it. Can you guys be more specific? Could you be like, I lost a game or something? Oh, by the way, I lost a game. You guys probably lost the game too. That was not funny. And we're gonna fight this. We're pulling a big job here. Get lost, kid. Make me. Oh wait, that's why you're battling. This guy doesn't know what he's in for. With his Zubat level 11 against my score level 14. Prepare to be old. After I kill you, oh, Leech Life. Leech Life, like Absorb, HP. Man, it's so hard to talk about stuff during an RPG like Pokemon. I don't know, I guess I don't know, I should be able to talk about a lot of stuff. I mean, would you rather just watch me play the game without commenting every every second about stuff that I find interesting because I happen to be such a big Pokemon fan? Okay, so the second Pokemon happens to be an Ekans level 11. Maybe I should mention types, like you do a lot of stuff that. Ekans is pure poison type, whereas Zubat was a poison and flying type. You wouldn't be able to tell that was actually part poison, but it is. That's about it. I just beat this guy up. That was really hard. So, you are good. Yes, I am. That's how I was able to beat your friend. And we got Thief, which makes sense. I mean, Team Rocket steals Pokemon. And on this rock is actually a hidden item, an Ether, which restores 10 power points to any of your moves. So, but I don't really use those. Those also just stockpile up in my bag. This guy actually has a normal type. Ugh, troll. Normally what I do is if a Pokemon is that close to leveling up, what I do is I just fight a random wild Pokemon and let them level up. Did you come to explore the cave too? Yes and no. I'm actually exploring this while at the same time trying to get through the Cerulean City, Josh. Now his Rattata's gonna get destroyed for his curiosity. Should Rattata know check by now? Or does it know? I'm just talking to myself, guys. Ignore me. So another Rattata. Oh, he has 3 Pokemon. I thought he had 2. I'm blind. The problem with Butterfree is it doesn't learn another attack until late. It's gonna be a while. If you haven't noticed, it learns Poison Powder at level 13 and at the next level it learns Stun Spore. It's probably going to learn another move at the next level. What is it going to be? Some of you actually already know that. For those of you who don't, you might just find out about it if this levels me up. If that's 10. Rather than do that second round. Yep, leveled up. So now it's going to learn another move, Sleep Powder. Very, very useful. So now I'm going to delete Harden finally. And now Butterfree knows Sleep Powder, so that's actually very useful if I want to catch Pokemon. Losing stinks, it's so uncool. But you can learn from your mistakes. That much is true, young Padawan. Why have I turned this into Star Wars? I don't know why. Fight me. Fight me! Fight me! Whoa! You shocked me! Oh, you're just a kid. I actually shocked him because I tapped him from behind. Because that would shock you. Marcos. That sounds like Marco, like Marco Polo. Alright, Ned. Destroy him with your double kick. Geodude actually has high defense, so even though it's super effective, it doesn't do that much. But it does a decent amount. And Mud Sport weakens the power of electric moves. But you're a ground type, so you didn't have anything to worry about in the first place. I don't know, that's one of the things I don't find that makes a lot of sense. I mean, the fact that they make ground types learn Mud Sport when they don't have anything to worry about in the first place from electric attacks. Wait, how much Pokemon? I have 3. Alright, good. So I made a good choice in staying in. Double pick up again. It's another 3-shotter. Well, technically 2-shotter because I only 2 double picks, but you know what I mean. Ooh, this one's attacking. Oh no, I'm in yellow. My bike just got him. It's another Geodude. Another Geodude bites the dust. Probably literally. I mean, look at the battlefield. And his last Pokemon happens to be Onyx. So it's like a Brock-like team, except he has an extra Geodude. Levels are slightly lower, but I mean, since you beat the gym, this battle should be no problem for you. Even if you still had Torment, I mean, your Melpo will probably rip these guys to shreds. I drank water, my voice is still broken. Alright, Squirtle's level up 2. That's a good thing I like about the game. Pokemon level up really quickly. Wow, shocked again! What is this? You people don't believe that a 10-year-old can beat you at a children's game? And a Moonstone! That's what makes this cave so special. You can find these special stones. Because Moonstone happens to be the only way to evolve certain Pokemon, such as Nidorann's second form. Second evolution. Oh shoot, I forgot to put up a repel. Let me put up a repel really quickly. And then switch around my party. No. Butterfree, go back in front. Alright. Now, I forgot which way is the right way. This is the wrong way. I like going the wrong way first because I'm trying to, you know, complete the game. Up here is a revive, which is very useful. Having to instead go to a Pokemon Center to revive your Pokemon, you can just use that. Here we have another Team Rocket Grunt. Little kids shouldn't be messing around with grown-ups. It could be bad news. Please, the minute you laid eyes on me, it was bad news. You're right at level 13. Level 13? Well, yeah, not much to worry about. Well, actually, I think this thing might go. Nope, it does no tail whip. Probably gonna die before he gets an attack in. Yep. Too easy. Well, grown-ups shouldn't be messing around with little kids who have buff Pokemon. I don't know. I guess you would underestimate a child. I mean, it's not like he can see the levels of my Pokemon unless he battles. Not like Pokedexes that old men can see, even though it's clearly probably in my pocket somewhere. Alright, so didn't level up, but I'm steamed! Like a vegetable, right? So we're gonna continue, go around. Now if you don't notice, that place that you see up there was actually, we were actually there, fighting, I think, the second grunt, and the first grunt should be around here somewhere, but no, that's the first grunt. Excuse me, sorry, you didn't hear that, guys. Oh, and then we walk into a second another Team Rocket grunt. We, Team Rocket, shall find the fossils. Reviving Pokemon from them will earn us huge riches. Really? I thought you would use them to, you know, take over the world. I thought that's what you wanted to do. Oh, well, I guess this is just a get-rich-quick scheme. We have nothing to fear from Team Rocket. They just want to get rich, guys. I want to save up some of the confusion, so let's attack what it said. He killed it, because that would have been easier if it didn't. And he sends out a Zubat. You can see that a lot of these teams are highly repetitive. Rattata, Zubat, Sandshrew, Ekans. I mean, I can't wait until we get deeper in the game and then Pokemon start, you know, really getting varied. Butterfree leveled up, but it doesn't learn another move. That would have been funny. Now I'm mad! What are you gonna do? All your Pokemon fainted already. Okay, so with that, I'm gonna put Swirl again in the lead for this last battle because I happen to know that there's another battle up ahead. But over here happens to be another hidden Moonstone. So, now if I head up here... Hey, stop! I found these fossils. They're both mine. Selfish bastard. You don't know the meaning of sharing, Miguel? I don't know. But, yeah, so we're gonna fight this guy, and if you haven't noticed, these are the fossils that Team Rocket has been telling you about up until this point. There happens to be 2 fossil Pokemon that you can find in this game, but if you beat this guy, you're gonna only be able to pick one. T-Theory28 already picked his fossil, and according to what he said, I actually have to pick the other fossil that he didn't pick, so... I'm gonna have to pick the other fossil. I probably won't even use the fossil Pokemon because when you revive the fossil Pokemon, like, you know, the Team Rocket Group mentioned, they're gonna start off at level 5. But you actually revive the fossil Pokemon incredibly late into the game. 7th gym late. Yeah, by then your Pokemon are gonna be way past 5. So, I don't know what they were thinking when they decided to make them revive at level 5. They could have done it a little closer, but I guess they decided to make us work for our fossil Pokemon. So I'm not going to actually use the fossil Pokemon. Just going to get the fossil, show it to you guys, once I revive it, of course, and continue on with my grand adventure through Kanto. So you can see his team consisted of a Grimer, Voltorb, and Coughing that I made light work of. Okay, I'll share! Ah, all you needed was a little convincing. What? Squirtle's evolving! Happy days! Squirtle is now evolving into Wartortle! Unfortunately, it doesn't learn any move when it evolves like other Poke starters like Combuskin or Prinplup. But evolutions are still good. We'll each take a fossil, no being greedy. So that means I'm actually gonna save because just in case I pick the wrong fossil. So I'm gonna take this one. Actually, shit, I should have checked. Oh well. I picked the Dome fossil. Hopefully this is the one that T-Fear28 didn't pick. And he's gonna take the other fossil, which happened to be a Helix fossil. Far away on Cinnabar Island, there's a Pokemon lab. They do research on regenerating fossils. Cinnabar Island happens to be the home of the 7th gym, though, which is what I mentioned earlier. Another antidote. So yeah, we're not gonna revive the fossil until really late into the game. I hope you guys just noticed something really weird. We took a ladder and exited out a hole, which also makes no sense. Because 1, we're not big enough to fit through the hole actually, and 2, ladders don't lead into side holes into the cave. Seriously, Nintendo? Really? Oh well. Up here, T-Fear28 messes up. These are people who will teach you Mega Punch and Mega Kick. Let's see. Forgot which does which. Okay, so this guy does Mega Punch, and the other does Mega Kick. Now, Mega Kick and Mega Punch, Charmeleon and Wartortle are the only ones who can really take advantage of those. Ivysaur doesn't have a hand, but it can't kick with its feet. Oh, here's another berry, by the way. We happen to be a raspberry, but it can't cure anything, so it's kind of useless. So Mega Punch and Mega Kick are actually really powerful moves, and they're actually quite useful for the next gym. And here's another TM. Gear's TM5, which happens to have Roar. In the next gym, and there's a trainer we can't fight. In the next gym is gonna be another difficult. Let's just say it's gonna be difficult if you pick Charmeleon. But what I think is that they put those tutors there to help make up for that fact by having your Charmeleon learn Mega Punch or Mega Kick. Wartortle too, because Wartortle actually has hands and feet that you can use. But I'm not going to use them. For one thing, they only work once, and they actually have quite low accuracy. But that's it for today, folks. Oh my gosh, this feels like Looney Tunes. So, we have gone through Mount Moon. Next episode, we're going to explore the next town, because it's actually to the right is the next town. Cerulean City. Next city, I mean. Damn it! I have to work on this. Alright, so, this has been Drexelix, and I'll see you guys next time.